This is MJ. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an analyzer. Welcome to Red Panda Report. Buckle up for two-fisted pulp action as I talk about the terrific twosome of Toronto. A string of industrial accidents is plaguing the city, each more serious than the last. Little by little fear spreads. Public confidence erodes and the economic engines of the city grind to a halt. Is this simple coincidence? A conspiracy of terror? Or are there forces still more sinister at work? The Red Panda must find out, or fall before the power of Barton's charm. That copy was written for you and me and all of us by writer and director of the Red Panda Adventures and voice of the Red Panda and Lieutenant Victor Sabian from Blackjack Justice, Greg Taylor. And this is the 33rd episode of Red Panda Adventures. It aired originally April 5th, 2008. Red Panda Adventures episode 33 was it was a good self-contained episode, I'll say that at first. I liked the mystery that was there and how it was solved, and I like that even though this case is closed, it's giving us a different perspective on things, and it's letting us know that there's more to be worried about. It's funny, this whole season so far has felt like a very transitional season that's gearing us up towards, because I don't think it's going to happen at all in this season, it's gearing us up towards the, spoilers, I guess, like the Nazis using occult magic and supervillains to accomplish their stuff, to accomplish their goals, and Red Panda and Flying Squirrel playing a huge role in that, and in dealing with the Nazi threat and keeping the world free and the Axis powers and the Allies and all that stuff. Like, that's all going to happen. It's that kind of throwback show. It's that kind of idea. And, well, anyway, I don't want to get on a history tangent, so I won't. But I think it's very interesting. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think it's also, like, very intelligent storytelling that's being done. Especially because, like, they bring up the ghost ship from season 2, I'm going to guess. And this is season 3. And the ghost ship was associated with that. Red Panda, at least, is suggesting to Flying Squirrel that maybe this isn't an either-or situation. That was the start of them. That was the syndicate at work. And we're seeing the syndicate at work again here in this situation. And they hired one of Red Panda's foes to help, kill them previously. But I don't remember who that foe was. So, whoops. I hope that's not too big of an issue. Here's the thing, though. They didn't name who it was, so it doesn't really matter at this point. It just matters that some supervillains are being used by this organization. And anyway, like I was saying, I think it's a really clever move to do it this way. And I guess it kind of legitimizes why Red Panda and Flying Squirrel from Canada are getting involved with World War II and the Nazis. And you could say, but of course they had to get involved. I mean, I know. But it's justifying it, and it's building up the story, and it's building up and giving like a really interesting, serious, legitimate reason for them to do that. Now, Red Panda isn't Canada's Captain America, so it doesn't make sense for him to go punch Hitler directly, but he's had an interaction with von Schlitz, or two, really, and it makes sense for him to go punch von Schlitz, perhaps, but he's just a scientist, so, why would he do that? Why wouldn't he hypnotize him? Or, we'll find out that he's dealing with some machines or technology that von Schlitz has created or whatever. And anyway, that's, one angle for them to take. But again, he's not Canada's Captain America, so how is he going to go over there? This actually, interestingly enough, relates to the original universe, the silly Red Panda universe, and referenced in The World Next Door from, I think, a few episodes ago, or maybe it was the end of last season. I can't remember now. Anyway, but that original universe was referenced there, or something very much like it. No, he used baboon mixed smoothie, so I guess it is the original. Anyway, in that, Red Panda, like episode 4 or 5, he's fighting Baron Autopilot. And Baron Autopilot, I won't give it away, but he's fighting Baron Autopilot, who's a German Nazi, wing commander? No, not wing commander. Pilot of a warplane. Anyway, he's fighting him, and Baboon McSmoothie is there, and he's got like what is it, a plasma boomerang or something like that. There's a guy, Great Dane, who's there, and who else is? I feel like there was one other guy with them who was helping fight against Baron Autopilot. Anyway, maybe not. Anyway, so like, but Panda Patrol there's actually an idea presented there that Panda Patrol was, like, Red Panda used to be a regular superhero, and then because of World War II, Panda Patrol got all the superheroes in Canada co-opted into them for the war effort, and that's all what they were doing. And it seems kind of ridiculous, especially in that universe, because it's so comical, but that actually, somehow, Taylor took that crazy idea, that, like, wingnut idea, that, like, real goofy, silly idea, and he turns it into something legitimate, which, just spoilers, that's where Red Panda is going to go, and spend, like, a lot of time there. And it felt like a really long time for me. It might have been only over the course of 2 seasons, but it was 2 years in my life. So I was living with that kind of stuff going on and wondering what was going to happen. And I really felt real serious, not like it was affecting my life, but like, oh man, like, what's he going to do? How are these characters going to survive? How are they going to make it through this? Because it sure seems like they might not, and it's, something interesting is going to happen. So it's interesting now to go back and to reflect on how early he was working on this already, and how interesting the lead up to is to all the World War II stuff. Yeah, it's really fascinating, and I'm excited to keep going through the show and through the story, because it's so interesting. So anyway, yeah, we got a return of Mordriel the Malevolent, who the Stranger had banished previously. They mentioned the body this episode, and I thought that was really cool. I love him pretending to be an old Indian or old, whatever foreigner mystic, calling people Effendi, which I think is supposed to be from India, but I don't actually know. Something Kit called Red Panda at some point, and I think even there was the hunter, the British hunter guy who had the huge manservant, whose name I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he called him Effendi as well. And then it pops up in one of Greg Taylor's books, somebody from, I think, India again. So anyway, must be I think it's a historical term. Anyway, but it was cool because Stephen Burley did that voice, and he sounded like, Indian or foreigner, mysterious foreigner. And then he turns back into Mordriel and goes into these monologues and stuff. And it's still Stephen Burley, but like the way he's talking, the performance and the cadence, and not the cadence, the cadence too, but the cadence, but like the timbre of his voice. He changes it so much that he goes from, oh, anything for you, Effendi, to, oh, Red Panda, I'll kill you. And it's just like, it's really great. I mean, and I know I just kind of, mimicked it or whatever, but like, he does it way, 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 way better. And it's really fantastic. So, great performance by Stephen Burley, great writing by Greg Taylor, and I'm really enjoying this. And it was like a lot of fun. This like bad luck and this like this idea of this trinket, this relic, this magical item sucking the good luck out of people mystically somehow, and giving all and causing them to have bad luck, but also giving the person who's the bearer of the charm good luck, and it would make them want to hold on to it. It's just like very interesting, very clever writing, and very neat way to think about the way this magic works. And like there's a lot of cool world building going on here silently, like in between the pages, in between the lines, and it's pretty cool. So I really appreciate that. Another good one. Look forward to the next one. I'm sure it'll be good as well.
I hope you enjoyed that. Like, share, and subscribe. I invite you to comment, ask questions, and share your thoughts with me. It's always more fun when you're part of the conversation. Until next time, be well and hold high the lamp of justice. Visit mjmunoz.com for more of my work and help me build up the Fortress Fiction.